Good morning, and welcome back to Gaming with ADHD. It's Miniature Monday again, and today we're taking a look at the Infinity Scenery expansions for the Salvora Technopole Scenery Kit and the Kaldstrom Scenery Kit. Now, these are expansions, so the original kits came with the Operation Wildfire and Operation Kaldstrom starter sets, and the terrain sets were also released separately later. And these are expansions to give you some additional building types and different terrain features to use in your games of Infinity. But they work great for all sorts of miniature games, so if you like them, definitely check them out. So, we're going to look at the Kaldstrom Scenery Pack with the pieces still on the frames. And the Salvora Technopole, I've assembled most of the contents. I haven't assembled all of it, but enough to give you a good look at the new buildings. So, without further ado, let's get into it and take a look at these. So, the Salvora Technopole Scenery Expansion Pack is themed around O12, which was one of the factions in the starter set. So in this pack, you get two small buildings. Those are the ones I did not build for this. You get two bridges and two staircases. I built one of each. You get a console, a sniper tower. Now it says two different designs. It's the same sniper tower, but they print it on both sides, so you can pick which color scheme you want for it. And then one objective room. So basically, it's about a 12-inch by 12-inch room that you can put consoles or objectives or different things depending on the scenario that you're playing. It also has an inner ladder and an inner walkway. Both of those are parts of the objective room, and you'll see that when I show you the assembled buildings. And then it also includes a paper gaming mat. So since that is going to be pretty different, let's start with the gaming mat for the Salvora expansion. I really like what they did with this. It seems like it's a heavier paper stock. Usually these are pretty thin. I did get the starter set mat out before doing this. I actually wanted to see if the mats lined up so you could make one larger one, and unfortunately they were not designed to piece together. So you have here in the center, it looks like an O12 seal, Unitas Cooperatio Auxilium something Progressus. So, it looks like a governmental seal of some sort. But the colors are very bright, very vibrant, and look really good on the table. So, but it does not match up with the playmat from Wildfire. So keep that in mind. A standard game of Infinity is going to be played on a 4x4. This is 24 by 32. So designed for smaller games, games along, say, like Code 1 level. But a nice intro to the game itself. All right, so we're going to actually look at the frames of the Kaldstrom set, since I haven't assembled those yet. So when you open it up, you do see the instructions for all of the different things that you can assemble. So we've got our bridge, the sniper tower, the console, stairs, the small building, and the objective room with the walkway and the interior tower. Now, these instructions literally will just tell you where the pieces go. They are not instructions as far as any kind of an order in which to assemble them. At least not that I have been made aware of. All of the parts are numbered based on what they are. So like the objective room goes from OR-01A and B because it's double-sided up through OR-09. So there are the numbers for the pieces, but they don't tell you that you're supposed to take piece 1, then piece 2, etc. I had to do a lot of we'll just call it fussing with the buildings to get them to assemble right. I think I might do an assembly video using the Cauldron set because some of these are a pain. I really like them. I really like the way that they assemble. Or when they are assembled, I should say, but they're difficult to get there. So, first we're going to look at the new Cauldron Playmat. As you are probably well aware, I do not have a very large filming space, so I'm just giving you a look at as much of the playmat as I can fit on the screen. But it looks like we've got a big platform out on a glacier or something, because Kaldstrom is pretty cold from what I understand from the fluff. But it looks like a bit of a landing pad or some sort of structure out there, but still room to put your buildings on. All right, there's our playmat. So, to start, we've got the Icicles shopping mall. This is one of those small buildings, so that's going to be a very small shopping mall. But I guess when you're on a frontier outpost, kind of to be expected. There's going to be a roof for the small building, staircases. The small buildings all do have a staircase on the side. These additional staircases are to attach to the side of a building to have another way onto the roof. Let's see. These are the upper landings of the staircases. Upper landings with some alternate art. Heating unit 4. That makes a lot more sense than a shopping mall, but that's me. And alternate art for the roof. All right, we've got a secondary power plant for our other small building. This is part of the sniper tower. This is the first set of stairs up. We've got part of the console, more roof, Mines Corp Field Test Control Center, and some other parts to the buildings. So I really like that they give you the alternate art on these buildings. Number one, I think it's a great sales tactic. They made it look good enough that I'm really tempted to buy a second set. I just think that might be a little bit too much terrain. Let's see. This is the side walls of the objective room. Now, these doors actually will pop out, and they do include the stands for the doors. So if you want to maneuver it where it's actually, sitting in an open position, you can do so. The windows do not pop out. But I will, when I do the review of the assembled building, I will point out one issue I have there. I also like that they've, cut out some little openings on the walkway barrier. And then we've got our walkway floor. Now, with the objective room, yes, it's printed on both sides, but it's more of a in my opinion, it's really only designed to be built one way. This to me looks more like an interior wall. So we've got arrivals and departures. So it looks more like things you would find inside, whereas these logos here, things you would find on the exterior of the building. All right, we've got the floor. Now the floor is double-sided, so it does give you a good choice of, what do you want the floor to look like? Do you want the helipad or, the logo on the floor? So that can be assembled either direction and really not affect the building. The walls they just look a little odd if you're going to change them. This is the platform for one of the bridges, and these are stairs for the sniper tower. I've been flipping that thing all over the place. All right, we've got more exterior walls for the objective room. Now these large doors, these punch out as well. I like them. They actually, again, give you the little feet to make them stand on their own. So they actually work great as alternative barriers. And you'll see why in a minute. I've got more sniper tower stairs. These are end caps on the stairs, which is actually nice because it lets you hold it together while it's not attached to something, so that way, it doesn't have as much a tendency to come apart. This is the one downside to using these as external barricades. They do have the reverse printing on the inside of the door, so it still looks fine, but it would just look a little odd just randomly out on the battlefield. All right. Another piece of icicles. Looks like they're showing off our Aristea match. This is one of the walls for the sniper tower. This is the second staircase wall for the sniper tower. And another wall for the sniper tower. Kaldstrom Meteo Station? I don't know what a Meteo Station is. Maybe it was supposed to be a R for metro station? Now, this is really nice. I haven't seen this yet. I like this detail, this antenna that they've got running up the side of the sniper tower. Now, obviously, for the game, they're calling it a sniper tower, but it's going to be like an observation tower, or in this case, a radio tower, something like that. So they're giving you really good reasons to choose the alternate prints scheme for these. So I really do like that. We've got the remainder of the walls. I really like this. I really like this Pano symbol, the Svalarhema Research Commission. Kind of a plain wall on the other side. This is the top of your sniper tower. This is the side of one of the small buildings, and that's the remainder of the console. Access Tel Comms Tower. So that's what they're claiming the tower to be on the reverse side. Looks like we've got either some solar or microwave transmitter arrays over there. So I will give Corvus Belli one thing. They print great products. They look really, really good. This, I think, is the final wall of the Icicles shopping mall in a box. Here's your internal ladder for the objective room. And then these are the sides of the bridges. So those are the frames that you're going to get. Now they are cut exactly the same. The only difference between the two kits is the actual print quality and or not the print quality, but the actual print design that they put on the terrain. So with that said, let's take a look at the assembled product. So this is the sniper tower. It stands about 9 inches tall. Okay, so we've got our 1-inch line here, 10-inch line here, so we're looking at 9 inches for the sniper tower. We're looking at about 5 inches wide at its widest part of the base, and a little over 4 at the narrowest. Obviously, you've got some empty space here underneath the stairs. Now, this assembled pretty well. The biggest issue I had was right here. I don't know if I did something wrong. It doesn't look like it. Everything's in its place. Everything is attached the way it's supposed to be. Everything else is straight, but for some reason, this piece didn't go on straight. It does meet up just fine back here, so I'm not sure if there's anything else I could have done on it. But overall, I really like how the sniper tower looks. It's great. It's, I can absolutely see putting one of my my JSA ninjas up here with his sniper rifle under a camo token. I realize I just gave my strategy away, but I'm not that good at the game anyways. That's a separate issue. Actually, we'll get that off the screen. All right. Next, we've got one of the bridges. So, looks really good. It's a little over 1 inch wide, so your standard figure is going to fit on here just fine. These are the end pieces that I was mentioning, so that will slide off so that you can use this to latch onto the side of a building, and I will show that here in a little bit. And when you're done, you can just slide it back on. That way it locks the whole piece together, because it's pretty sturdy, but it's a bridge, so ways to get from one building to another. All right, here is the staircase. This piece, this little connector, this is one that you will basically just leave on. The top is locked in fairly well by this top plate because it does slide in and lock up here. I don't believe the instructions did not mention taking another one of those locking pieces to put up here. So, but then this will be to go up to one of the buildings, and again, I'll show that here in a minute. So, what you've probably been wanting to see, haha, surprise, tricked you. All right, we've got the console. Now, lots of different scenarios will use the consoles in Infinity. And so this is a nice little console. Basically 2 inches by 2 inches. Little wider than 1 inch at the base. So doesn't take up a lot of space, but it's console. Does what you need it to. Everything is single-sided, so the way that you assemble it, there's only one way to do so. But that's the console. And then we have our objective room. So We are going from 4 to 13, so it looks like it's a 9-inch room in each direction. Actually, no, it's an 8-inch room. Sorry, I had these off and I was looking at the screen, not the actual cutting mat, so I apologize for that. So it's an 8-inch room, 8 inches square, and we've got our catwalk across here at the back. We've got the ladder, uses a couple of S-hooks to just latch on, and it doesn't quite reach the floor, but it's close enough, to not be an issue. But I really like the color. I like the art, inside and out. So this is one of the large doors. This is, just pops right out. So this is the one design flaw, in my opinion, on the whole set. So you can either assemble this with the floor or with it as a roof. Obviously, with the roof or without the roof, it's a lot easier to play in. You can actually get your models in, move them around. Whereas if you have the roof on it, it's a lot harder to see and do anything in it. So it makes it less of an objective room, in my opinion. Hence, why I built it without it. But the problem then comes in with these larger doors. Unless you're willing to cut them, they're not going to sit flush. Now, this is one of the single doors. That fits right in without any issues. I have already punched these out, and I put them back in without any issues. And so, like I said, you can't do that with the large ones, but they can be used as just different barricades and obstructions out on the battlefield. So that's fine. But overall, I really like this. I really like that I now have an objective room. I didn't have any terrain with that previously, so kind of excited to be able to use it. All right, so that is the objective room. Actually, real quick, this is the other large door with those little feet. So stands up, nice barricade. It looks good. So we've got our Advanced Projects Design Center with, again, the reverse printing on that. So that is the Infinity Terrain expansion. I do apologize for not showing the small buildings, but like I said, those are basically the same as what you get in the original sets. As you can see, I just took the staircase and put it here on the side, and it fits and it sits without any issues. You can do the same with the bridge. I just don't have anything else to connect it to. But other than that, I hope you liked what you saw here. Overall, I really do like these sets. They are 30 euros on the Corvus Belli website, so I assume they would be about $35 US. I got the Kaldstrom set from Miniature Market on a clearance sale, so I think I paid about $20 for it. And the Salvora Technopole expansion set, I got that at a local game shop, and it was about $28. So I will be honest, your mileage may vary on the pricing for what you're going to find it for. Obviously, try to support your local store if you can, but, I totally get it if you find that clearance sale and get a good deal. So, with that being said, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any comments, questions, is there something that you found that made assembling these easier? Have you used these in your games? How well do you think they actually work for playing a game of Infinity? Put those down in the comments below. I'd love to get your feedback on that. But with that being said, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, I'm trying to get lots of gaming content out, be it old things from my collection, new products that I've picked up and I want to review. But I love sharing what I've got in my game collection with you, so let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.